Hey, what's up guys and welcome back to Anime King. And today I'm going to be giving you part 10 of what if Naruto returned different after his training trip. Remember to get this one to 100 likes as usual, share this to all of your friends on your social media platform. I just posted a new episode of what if Naruto was trained to be a weapon on this channel. And I posted a new episode of Naruto Ancestor over on Anime King 2. And later on I'm going to be giving you a new episode of what if Naruto was taken by Orochimaru. So stay in tune for that and I hope you enjoy each and every what if that I will be giving you today. And remember guys, if you're new and this is the first time hearing my voice and you enjoy the videos on both Anime King and Anime King 2, go ahead and click that red subscribe button and become a part of the Anime King family. And thank you for all of your help and your support. And remember to comment down below and tell me if you're new. I'll be replying and talking back to all of you. So yeah, without further ado, let's start this new episode. Begin the intro.
I think the girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their
So, the last time we left off, Naruto faced off against Dante and defeated him, and Naruto took his sword. Naruto then went to visit Koyoki, but he was then interrupted by the large holographic figure again, and this time we reveal his identity, and it was the Raikage. The Raikage seemed to be afraid of Naruto, even calling him Naruto Sir. As the Raikage apologized and told Naruto that Yujito has been captured, it seemed like some of the council had set her up while she was out by herself in an abandoned part of the village, and the Akatsuki came and took her away. As Naruto told the Raikage to get rid of those members of the council or he will come there and kill each and every one of them. Meanwhile, after a monk from the temple came to the Leaf village, Tsunade gathered up everyone as she sent all of the Jonins and the Chunins out on their mission to capture Naruto. Orochimaru went along as well as with Jiraiya, and she told them to capture Naruto and eliminate the Akatsuki members who were spotted nearby. Hidan and Kakazu were those Akatsuki members at Kakazu had Yujito as they faced off against Asuma's team. In the end, Asuma cut off Hidan's head as Kakazu came there and sewed him up back, as the both of them were about to take on Asuma and the group. But the leader contacted them and told them to come and seal the two tails. But before any of them could leave, something came crashing out of the sky as they all looked to see Naruto emerge from the crater. So yeah guys, that was basically the last part we left off. You guys need to check out this place and check it out for yourself. So let's start this new episode. Kakazu and Hidan looked at Naruto as Asuma then shouted, "Naruto!" As Naruto turned and looked at Asuma. "Was it you who attacked the fire temple?" "Yep," Naruto said, as he then turned back to the Akatsuki members as their eyes widened after what they saw at the fire temple. "Yep? Yep? Naruto, what the hell happened to you? Why did you do this?" Asuma screamed. "Oh, to get this," Naruto said, as a black energy appeared as Yamato, the sword appeared in his hand. "To get this new sword." When Hidan saw the sword, he stepped back. "Kakazu, we must retreat right now." Kakazu was shocked as he never thought Hidan would be scared. "Why?" Kakazu asked. "That sword," Jashin said, to run from it. "Run as fast as you can." "You know," said Naruto, "the sword itself is not going to hurt you." Me, on the other hand, as a big smile came on his face. "What's the delay?" the leader of the Akatsuki said. "It's the Uzumaki leader," said Kakazu. "Hey, is that Pain? Can you give my message for me? Tell him to go screw himself," said Naruto. "Kakazu, Hidan, withdraw," said Pain. "Oh no you don't," Naruto said as he vanished in a flash of black. As the Konoha ninja stood, "Well, what should we do?" asked Shikamaru. Asuma gritted his teeth. "I'm not letting those bastards get away," he said as he chased after them. "Asuma, wait!" Shikamaru screamed. "Damn it." Back with Hidan and Kakazu. "Have we lost him?" Hidan asked. Kakazu looked around. I don't sense his presence behind us. Maybe because I'm in front of you, said a voice, as the both of them slowly turned their heads, as Naruto was standing right in front of them. You look surprised, Naruto said, as Kakazu narrowed his eyes. What do you want, Uzumaki? We said we don't need you. Well, that's obvious. You see, that girl on your shoulder, she's mine, and I don't like when people take what is mine. Kakazu put Yujito on the ground as he took a battle stance. Get out of our way, or I will use force. Naruto instantly burst out in laughter as he took a while to calm himself. He then folded his arms across his chest. Go ahead, he said. Even though Jashin said I must run, I won't, said Hidan as he drew his sight, as he then charged forward towards Naruto. No, Hidan, stop, Kakazu said, as Naruto lowered his arms, as Hidan brought down his sight, as it pierced right through Naruto's chest. As they were surprised as Naruto fell on his knees and started to cough up blood, as Hidan started to chuckle. That was just too easy, Hidan said, as he pulled back his sight and raised it to his mouth. Prepare to be a sacrifice, Uzumaki, he said, as he lit the blood. As he missed, the smirk on Naruto's face. This is the end of you, Uzumaki. I am gonna... As Hidan then stopped, as he clutched his chest in pain. As he dropped his sight and fell on his knees. Hidan, what's wrong? As Hidan was coughing blood. Kakazu then glared at Naruto. What have you done to him, he said. Oh, absolutely nothing, Naruto said as he got up. As the wound was healed. Didn't your mother tell you that drinking demon blood is not healthy? As Hidan looked up painfully. Demon? Kakazu asked. You're not a demon, you're just a Jinchuriki. I am a demon now, he said, as he released a small portion of dark energy. As Kakazu gasped, what power? Meanwhile, Hidan was still on the ground, coughing his guts out. Oh, you poor thing, said Naruto as he raised his arm, as a small ball of purple fire was in his palm, as he threw it on Hidan's chest, as Hidan was burned to a crisp in seconds. As Kakazu's eyes widened, as he immediately separated his hearts. Smart, Naruto said, as he walked over to Hidan's remains, and looked at his ring and then his sight, as he picked up the ring. You know, Kakazu, Naruto said, as he put his arm in his coat. As Kakazu tensed, but Naruto pulled out a can of cola. We don't have to be enemies, he said, as he then pulled out another can, as he extended towards Kakazu. You're not like this piece of trash. You're smart. You also like money, and I have a lot. What do you say? Naruto asked. Kakazu narrowed his eyes. I already have an employer, he said. Naruto raised an eyebrow. Who? Jiraiya of the Sannin, said Kakazu. As Naruto smirked. So, you're the spy that is working for Jiraiya. Well then, that's too bad. As he raised the two cans over his head and hit them together and emptied all the juice in his mouth. As he threw the cans away and pointed one of his arms towards Kakazu's heart. Bigger eye, he said. A beam of white light fly from Naruto's hand and pierced right through the creature's mask, destroying it. As Kakazu was shocked, what the hell was that? As Kakazu then turned as he started to run away, as Naruto raised his hand, restrained, as whips of light came from Naruto's hands and wrapped around Kakazu, as Kakazu couldn't move, as they went into his skin, as Naruto then brought out Yamato and cut the light off of his finger, as he then brought them down and placed them on the ground, as they sink into the ground, as Kakazu still couldn't move. Now, let's play with your ugly friends. As Naruto looked at the mask, as they charged towards him, releasing all sorts of attack, as the ground was destroyed into a million pieces after they were finished. But nothing was there, no remains, as Kakazu wondered if that wiped him out completely. But the masked creatures couldn't even move as Naruto appeared in between all of them in mid-air. As he swiped Yamato, a blast of black energy came from Yamato and tear them to pieces, killing all of them. As Kakazu's eyes went wide, as he was the only one remaining, and if he died, that's it. As Naruto walked over to Kakazu, pathetic, said Naruto. Here you are, waiting for your death. You could have been so much more. But before you die, why work for Jiraiya? Because I know the Akatsuki plans, said Kakazu. Naruto raised the eyebrow. Really? And what are those plans? You know, don't tell me, said Naruto, as he then placed a hand on Kakazu's shoulder. Now, burn. As purple flames came from Naruto's hand as they covered Kakazu's body. As Naruto took off his ring, as the flames burned him alive. Naruto then looked down at his finger where his original ring was, as it had the kanji for one on it. Unify, Naruto said, as the rings in his hand turned into light as they went inside of the ring that was on his hand, as the kanji changed from 1 to 3. Nice, Naruto said, as he walked over to Yujito. Oh, that is why she hasn't woke up yet, as he removed a suppressor seal from her forehead. As she started to wake up, Naruto, she said as she saw his face. But Naruto slapped her across the face. Naruto, why? She asked. Naruto grabbed her by the hair. Do you have any idea how you scared me? But he didn't allow her to say anything as he pulled her closer and gave her a kiss. Her eyes widened, but then she melted and leaned into the kiss. Finally, after a few minutes, they broke contact. For a moment, I thought that I lost you. Why didn't you activate the ring? Oh, Naruto, I'm sorry. I thought I could take them on myself and as she started to cry. As Naruto rubbed her head, don't cry. The both of them are dead. You're safe now, he said. Alright, time to go back to Komo, he said, as he picked her up bridal style. But he realized he couldn't move. Have you forgotten about us? Said Shikamaru behind Naruto. Naruto narrowed his eyes. As he then looked back at Yujito, can you run? Yeah, I think so. Good. Then go back to Komo. Signal me once you reach. I'll meet you there. But they... Go, Naruto said, as she leaped out of his arms as she ran off. Shikamaru, Naruto said. You should have just let me leave. No, you're coming back to Konoha, Shikamaru said. Oh really? Naruto said. As Shikamaru's face then hit the ground hard. As Shikamaru looked up, what? He said. For a smart person, attacking me with darkness was such a stupid idea. Shikamaru tried to undo his jutsu, but he couldn't move. As Naruto ran his hand through his hair. You poor thing, can't move, can't you? I shouldn't blame you for the mistake of your elders. What? What do you mean? Said Shikamaru. You see, Shikamaru, you can control people because of your shadow. But when it comes to me, I have complete control over my darkness. And that is a mixture of my shadow. So the one with better control wins. So now, I'm in control, Naruto said with a smirk. Izumo and Katetsu then landed near Shikamaru. Shikamaru, what's up? Said Izumo. Hey, can't you see I'm speaking? Said Naruto as they looked at Naruto. Well, Shikamaru, as you can see, my control over darkness is so great. I can make you do this. Suddenly, Shikamaru jumped up as he grabbed Katetsu's head and gave him a RKO. What the hell are you doing, Shikamaru? Said Izumo. It's not me. Or this, Naruto said, as he punched Izumo in the stomach. Naruto was then attacked by Asuma, but Naruto vanished in a black flash as he appeared a few feet away. Aw, look what you did. Because of you, I had to release him, said Naruto. Are you alright, Shikamaru? Asked Asuma as he had his trench knife. Yeah, I think so, said Shikamaru. What are we going to do, Asuma? My shadow are useless against him. Asuma then remembered Kurenai's sad face. Naruto, why did you betray us? What? I never betrayed anyone in my life, Naruto said. Asuma growled. How dare you say something like that after turning your back on Konoha? Oh, so that's what it's all about? Let me tell you this. I have never betrayed Konoha. You goddamn liar, Asuma said out loud. Shut your mouth, said Naruto. I never betrayed Konoha because Konoha never had my loyalty to begin with. Asuma's eyes widened. Then, all those years ago? He said. Yes, little old me back then. I was trying to find a way to mess up your little Konoha. But why? Asuma asks. Enough talk. I have business to attend. He turned around and started to walk away, but Asuma appeared in front of him. You're not getting away. Asuma, wait, said Shikamaru. No, I don't understand you. With me gone, you can have Kurenai to yourself. Why bring me back? Shikamaru raised an eyebrow. Kurenai, he thought. Asuma gritted his teeth. I will do anything for her, even this to see a smile on her face, he said, as he took a battle stance. How romantic. I'm gonna miss you, he said. I haven't lost yet, Asuma said, as he launched at Naruto. Asuma, don't! Shikamaru yelled. You're wrong, you already have, Naruto said, as Yamato appeared in his hand. As Naruto vanished, as Asuma's eyes then went wide, as he looked down to see Naruto in front of him, with Naruto's sword through his chest. As Naruto pulled out his sword, as the blood burned off the sword. Neat, Naruto said as he sheathed the sword, as blood then exploded from Asuma's chest. Asuma! Shikamaru screamed as he ran over to his sensei. Asuma, don't die! Don't die! Shikamaru pleaded. Well, I guess I'll cut off his head and be on my way, Naruto said. No, you can't, said a voice in his head. What? Why? Said Naruto. Anime rules. When a positive character cries over his fallen comrade, a villain should stay in his place and do nothing, Yamato said. What? But I'm not the villain. I just had a bad childhood, okay? Naruto said. Doesn't matter, said Yamato. You know what doesn't matter? Your goddamn anime rules. If I am a villain, then that means I shouldn't give a damn to how I kill. Good point, said Yamato. As Naruto brought up his sword, but he didn't stop. You know, attacking from behind isn't a positive move, said Naruto, as he turned and looked at Jiraiya and Orochimaru. Wait a minute, Naruto thought. Jiraiya and Orochimaru. Jiraiya and Orochimaru together? That's it. Orochimaru, said Naruto. Orochimaru smirked. What? Happy to see me? That's sick, said Naruto. First, you cheat on me with Sasuke, and now this? I want a divorce. Jiraiya raised an eyebrow. Are you two married? As Orochimaru slapped his forehead. Of course not. Then he noticed Shikamaru. Hey boy, are you okay? He asked. I am, but Asuma, said Shikamaru. Naruto, why did you do that? Jiraiya shouted. Because I feel like doing it, Naruto said, as a dark energy then swirled around him. I have wasted too much time talking to you guys. Get ready, Orochimaru screamed. You don't have to tell me that, said Jiraiya. What should I do with you? Naruto said. Oh, I know. Genjutsu. Eternal darkness. Immediately, the world around Jiraiya and Orochimaru became black. What the hell? Jiraiya thought. I can't see or hear anything. I can't even smell, Orochimaru said. Overkill? Naruto thought. Then a sudden idea came to his mind. How about this? As the place then turned to red and black. It can't be, said Orochimaru. What is it? Asked Jiraiya. How are you able to cast this genjutsu? Naruto chuckled as he took off his sunglasses. Take a guess, he said, as their eyes went wide when they saw two Mangeto Sharingan inside his eye. Jiraiya took a step back as Orochimaru's heart almost stopped, as Naruto broke out in laughter. Oh man, you should have seen your guys' faces. Nah, I don't have the Sharingan. Not that I need one anyway, he said. Then how? Welcome to my version of the Tsukuyomi, Naruto said, as Orochimaru and Jiraiya's eyes went wide. Tsukuyomi? Jiraiya said. Kakashi told me about this. What do you mean your version? I see no difference, said Orochimaru. Well, before I tell you that, let's thank Itachi for using the original on me in a... As he paused. Nah, that's for another time, he said, as he held out his hand as a can of cola appeared, as he pulled it and drank it. You see, Itachi's version of this genjutsu, he said, as he threw away the can as it vanished. I found it not too effective. Orochimaru snorted. Not effective? That is one of the greatest genjutsu in the world. If that was the case, I would have been dead a long time ago. It has too many flaws. It strained your eye, it used too much chakra, you might go blind. Orochimaru then placed a hand on Jiraiya's shoulder. Well, I know a way to get out of this. Putting both of us in here is a big drain on your chakra. As Jiraiya placed a hand on Orochimaru's shoulder, as the both of them closed their eyes and started to disrupt each other's chakra. But when they opened their eyes, Naruto was there, as he broke out in laughter. You fools, you really think that would work? First, let me tell you this. I could have killed you guys 20 times when you close your eyes. Elite ninja my ass, he said, as he had another can of cola as he drank it. And the next thing, after I drained the Kyuubi's chakra, I had no more chakra. I became a demon, I only had yokai. But you shouldn't be able to cast a genjutsu then, Jiraiya said. That's what I thought as well, before I realized something. A genjutsu is used when the caster injects some of his chakra into the victim's body and uses it to control and manipulate the victim's chakra. But I had a better idea. Usually, yokai is lethal to humans, but a small amount. So yeah, I use my yokai for the chakra, a very small amount. And that makes it even worse. You guys cannot break out of it, unless you have yokai. And seeing that you don't, that means you're stuck here, Naruto said. Jiraiya. Suddenly 2 more people appear in the world, Choji and Ino. What the? Said Choji as he looked around. As Ino said nothing. Now then, let the show... Naruto then paused. Oh, she made it, he said. But even that, you know I wouldn't kill you, Orochimaru. You have something for me. And I will be coming for it soon, okay? So just keep a cool grip on that. And if you do something to try and hide it in any way, oh man, you're gonna suffer. Well, as he break the genjutsu, see you guys, he said, as he waved, as he then burst into flames and vanished. As they all returned back to the real world, as the 2 Sannin stood there, dumbfronted. Back at Kumo, the Raikage's office, Naruto suddenly appeared in the Raikage's office, as Yujito was already there. Ah, you're already here, Naruto said, as he looked towards Raikage. Have you done what I said? Yes, Naruto-sama. Excellent. Now, Yujito, Killer Bee, come with me, he said. At Kumo, council room, Naruto kicked the door open as he walked in. It's so nice to see you, my friends. Who are you? One of the councilmen said. And how dare you break into this room like that? Why should I introduce myself to someone who doesn't have enough class to introduce yourself first? What's your name? Naruto said. Well, my name is... Just kidding. I don't care what your name is, Naruto said. How dare you speak to me like that? The council member said. I will, but he wasn't allowed to finish. Bigger eye, Naruto said as he pointed his 2 fingers at the councilman, as a beam of light shot from his finger and burst right through the man's head, killing him instantly. Guards! Send for the guards! Another councilman said, but no guards came. Oh no, Naruto said as he waved his finger. You're not going anywhere. And by the way, I am Uzumaki Naruto. Everyone, eyes went wide. You're, as they were stuttering. Yeah, shut your mouth, Naruto yelled. Now, for why I am here. You people have a lot of nerves for messing with my plans. No, Naruto-sama, please. All we wanted to do is get rid of that demon who he wasn't allowed to finish. Hyene, said Naruto, as a wave of purple flames burned him to crisp. No, Naruto said. You have messed with my plans too much. As the council members started to panic even more. You have no right to do this, one of them shouted. As Naruto chuckled. Who say that I'm going to kill you? He asked, as the councilman sighed in relief. Oh, I never said that you weren't going to die. I just said I won't do it. As Naruto turned and left. Have fun, he said, as Killer Bee and Yujito entered the room, as they glared at all the council members. Back at the Hokage's office. So, we have 2 Akatsuki dead, but Asuma was killed in the process. Tsunade calculate. That is actually better than I expected. Yeah, said Orochimaru, but all 3 of them were killed by Uzumaki. Tsunade scowled. Damn him. Jiraiya nodded. Things are actually worse than you even think. How could it be worse? Tsunade asked. The Akatsuki that Naruto killed, Kakazu, he was actually my spy. Tsunade slapped her forehead. Perfect, she said in a sarcastic tone. Orochimaru waved his finger. Yes, Tsunade, maybe you're right. What do you mean, asked Tsunade. I mean that. We probably won't have to deal with Akatsuki in the future at all. How so? Jiraiya asked. Do you remember that Shikamaru boy? Yes, said Jiraiya. He said that Naruto mentioned something about killing all of those Red Dawns. So, are you saying that Naruto is planning on killing all of the Akatsuki members? Tsunade asked. Yes, I believe so. They are a force to be reckoned with, and he doesn't need them around if they are not under his command. How do you know so much about him? Asked Tsunade. You have to know your enemies, said Orochimaru. Very true, she said. So, that leaves us with what? We just sit around and wait for him to destroy the Akatsuki, and then come after us? No, we don't have time. We're going to do research, said Orochimaru. We have to find a way to stop that genjutsu. The same time in Kumo, Naruto sat alone in the Raikage's office. Yujito is busy for the night. Well, if she's busy, what the hell am I going to do? He asked himself. Raikage, I'm sorry for the intrusion, said a blonde woman as she burst into the room. I heard that Yujito was back. Is that true? But she got no answer. Raikage, are you here? Nope, he's out. I'm in his place, said a voice as the chair turned around. Can I help you, Captain Samui? Naruto said, as he was sitting in the Raikage's chair. As Samui eyes lit up, Naruto-sama, you're back. But what about? He interrupted her as he waved his hand. Don't worry, Yujito is just fine. She is in the council room right now. I see. Thank God. As a smile then came on her face. If Yujito is busy for the night, does that mean you're free, Naruto? She asked. Yeah, in fact, I feel really lonely right now, Naruto said. As Samui's smile got even wider. Maybe I can help you with that. Really? How? He asked. As she walked over to him and sat down in his lap right in the chair. As she then pulled him in for a kiss. After a few minutes of tongue wrestling, she felt something beneath her. Oh, I see. Someone's happy to see me, she said, as Naruto smirked. As she got off him and went down. As Naruto pulled out a can of cola. Ah, this is the best village, he said. Woo, so jumpy, he said. What do you expect? I've been waiting for you for a long time now, she said. Okay then, have your way with me. After a while she got up off the ground. As he threw her on the Raikage's table. As the Raikage then entered the room. As Naruto finished stripping off his clothes. Naruto-sama as he paused. You want in? Naruto asked. As Samui's eyes went wide. What was Naruto saying? She said. But then she blushed, thinking about the idea. As the Raikage stuttered. As Naruto raised an eyebrow. You do, he said. As the Raikage turned his head. Skipping to an unknown location. Where is Hidan and Kakazu? Pain asked. They were killed by the Kyuubi Jinchuriki, said Zetsu. Pain narrowed his eyes. And the Nibi Jinchuriki? She was released by the Kyuubi Jinchuriki. That's it, said Pain. I have had enough of him. Where is his location? I don't believe it would be a good idea to go after him, said Zetsu. And why is that? Asked Pain. Isn't it obvious? Said a voice from behind him, as a man in an orange mask stepped out of the shadows, because he will soon come here himself. Then let him come, and I will show him the wrath of a god, said Pain. The next morning, Kurenai, said Anko as she knocked on Kurenai's door. I know you're there, open up. Kurenai, Anko said, as she got fed up with it, as she kicked the door open. Kurenai, she said, as she went up to the bedroom. Are you here? As she then found Kurenai lying down in bed. As Anko went over. Come on, you need to snap out of it. Why did he do this, Anko? Kurenai asked. Of course, Anko knew exactly what Kurenai was talking about. Death of Asuma spread quickly. I don't know, Kurenai, but I'm going to find him and I'm going to skin that little bastard alive. At the root headquarters. So, do we have a deal? A female voice asks, as Danzo chuckled. Since when have you become so manipulated, Hinata? He asks. I had a lot of hidden potential. So, do we have a deal? She asks. Danzo nodded very well. Make sure that I become the next Hokage, and I will give Uzumaki to you unharmed. Hinata nodded. Good. Make it stay this way, she said, as she turned to leave. One question though, said Danzo as she stopped. Why do you think he will return here? A evil smile came on her face. Call it a female intuition, she said. At Orochimaru old hideout inside of Konoha. So, it is true, said Tsunade. Naruto was here. Yes, I haven't been here in roughly 20 years. So, this was his hideout. But this was recently used, said Orochimaru. That means Naruto was working with someone, said Jiraiya. But who? Said Jiraiya. That is exactly what we need to find out, said Tsunade. We now skip to a small house near the outskirts of the hidden Rain Village as Naruto stepped out of flames. So you have come, said a voice. As you can see, I'm here. Well, what is it, Conan? Naruto said, as Conan came up to him. Are you going to do this today? She asked, as they entered the house. As Naruto sat down on the sofa as she sitting on a chair. Yes, I am, he said. Good, she said. Naruto raised an eyebrow. Good? Tell me, Conan, said Naruto. Why? I never asked you why you're doing this. Actually, when you made your offer to me, I thought that it was another trick. But I was surprised when all of your information was true. Now to think of it, I never asked you, why were you doing this? She frowned. Nagato, she said. That's Pain's real name, right? He said, as Conan nodded. Ever since our friend Yaiko died, he just couldn't get over it. So, Naruto asked. He just trapped himself inside of that dream to become a god. Idiotic dream, said Naruto. But he just doesn't get it. He's not a god and he will never be. And his idea of peace? Naruto raised the eyebrow. Peace? Conan nodded. Yes. He wants to achieve peace through destruction, through the help of extracted Biju. As Naruto burst out in laughter. Peace through destruction? So Pain think that the war will end and all good guys would kill all bad guys. But that still doesn't explain why, said Naruto. Conan frowned deeply. I want you to kill him, she said. So you want out? Naruto asked. Yes, I don't know what to believe anymore, Conan said as she took off her Akatsuki cloak. I stayed in the Akatsuki just because of Nagato. I tried to talk sense into him all this time, but it was all wasted. You sure about this? Said Naruto. Yes, she said, as she took off her Akatsuki ring and gave it to Naruto. Good, Naruto said. Naruto, she said. What is it? He asked. Can we do it one last time? One last time, he said. Yes, I have a feeling that I won't survive this day. Don't be ridiculous, Naruto said, but he then stopped as she crawled towards him on her knees. Please, Naruto, consider this the last request. He didn't say anything else, or did he need to? There was no way he was going to deny such a request. But guys, I'm the end this episode right here. If you want to see the next part of this, you already know what to do. Like, subscribe, comment down below, and turn on that bell notification to stay posted. Remember to share to all of your friends in your social media platform. And also stay in tune for What If Naruto Was Taken by Orochimaru that I'm going to be posting over on Anime King 2. So stay in tune for that, guys, and go ahead and check out Naruto Ancestor that I posted over on Anime King 2. And I also post a new episode on this channel of What If Naruto Was Trained to Be a Weapon. And I hope you guys enjoy each and every one of them. And thank you all for your help and your support. And remember, if you're new and this is the first time hearing my voice, go ahead and click that red subscribe button and join Anime King and Anime King 2 and become a part of the Anime King family. And thank you all for your help and your support, guys. But without further ado, I'm all for now. See you later. Peace.